For centuries, a shadow has loomed over royal courts and high society, not the shadow of an invading army, but of a quiet, calculated art. Welcome to the world of manipulation. It is a timeless game where words are weapons and emotions are the battlefield for control and influence. From the whispered conspiracies in gilded salons to the subtle nudges of modern social dynamics, the tactics of psychological control have barely changed. In this exploration, we will unmask these historical tactics, helping you recognize the patterns of influence that still echo in our lives today. Consider the French courtier. He doesn't demand, he suggests. He doesn't threaten, he sighs. He uses your own kindness as a tether. Why didn't you assist me yesterday? If you truly cared about me, surely you would have acted. These words are a classic guilt trick. Guilt tripping is the art of making someone feel responsible for your own disappointment. It bypasses reason and targets the heart's deepest vulnerabilities. In the mid-19th century, family dynamics were often the stage for this drama. Here, authority was used to manufacture a sense of debt. After all I've done for you, this is how you repay me. It is a master class in shifting the burden of morality onto the victim. Next, we encounter a more sinister technique: gaslighting. It is the deliberate attempt to make someone doubt their own perception of reality. Imagine a Renaissance noblewoman. She remembers a promise made, a secret shared. But when she brings it up, the ground shifts beneath her. I never said that. You must be imagining things. With these few words, the manipulator attempts to rewrite history and destabilize her confidence. By attacking the victim's memory, the manipulator becomes the only reliable source of truth, creating a toxic dependency that is hard to break. In the dramatic Baroque era, where emotions were often heightened and theatrical, we see the rise of emotional blackmail. The Baroque lady uses her own distress as a cage. It is a high-stakes gamble where the price of non-compliance is catastrophe. If you leave me, I don't know what I'll do to myself. This isn't love. It is an ultimatum designed to force stay through fear. It leverages the target's empathy against them. The victim is made to believe they are the only thing standing between the manipulator and disaster. Finally, we look at the oldest and perhaps coldest tactic: the silent treatment. It is the use of absence as a presence of power. A medieval noble stands alone. By refusing to speak, he effectively erases the other person's existence within the social fabric of the court. Silence becomes a wall. It forces the victim to scramble for approval, to apologize for unknown sins just to end the crushing isolation. Recognizing these historical patterns is the first step toward defense. We must look for the subtle clues that indicate manipulation is at play. Notice when you feel a sudden, unexplainable wave of self-doubt, or when you find yourself apologizing for things you didn't actually do. Watch for the redirection of responsibility. A manipulator will always find a way to make their mistakes your failure. History shows us that manipulation doesn't just damage individuals. It can weaken the foundations of entire kingdoms and societies. When trust is replaced by control, the glue that holds communities together begins to dissolve, leading to inevitable collapse and ruin. But there is a path to protection. The music shifts, and the tone becomes one of empowerment and calm resolve. The most powerful weapon against manipulation is the setting of firm, clear boundaries. It is the act of reclaiming your narrative. She looks her manipulator in the eye and says, "I understand your feelings, but I cannot comply. Please respect my decision." Respecting oneself is not an act of aggression. It is an act of truth. It is the refusal to play a part in someone else's script. As we journey through these different eras, we see that true influence is built on mutual respect and the preservation of freedom. Manipulation is a shortcut to power, but it is a hollow one. It leaves behind a trail of resentment and broken bonds. In the end, the truth remains our greatest shield. By seeing the world as it is, we prevent others from shaping it into a lie. Take a moment to reflect on the dynamics in your own world. Recognizing the game is the first step to winning it. Which historical era's social dynamics do you find most fascinating or most challenging? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of influence. Stay aware, stay informed, and always protect your truth.